Now, there are a whole range of chemical elements that exist on this planet, or in fact in the universe really. I'll go through a couple here. So here I've got hydrogen. So hydrogen is a type of atom. And it's actually all hydrogen atoms have got one proton in their nucleus. Helium is another type of atom. It's all helium atoms have got two protons in their nucleus. Lithium's another one. It's got three. If you're an atom and you've got three protons in your nucleus, you're lithium. Beryllium, all beryllium atoms have got four protons in their nucleus. Boron, you can see where we're going with this, 5 protons. Carbon has got 6 protons in its nucleus. Nitrogen's got 7 protons in its nucleus, and it goes on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is actually gold over here. Gold has got 79 protons in its nucleus. And there's quite a number of elements, over 100 we've got so far. Interestingly here, when we look at these elements, you'll also notice that in these diagrams, each atom has got the same number of electrons as it has got protons in the middle. So again, hydrogen's got 1 proton in its nucleus, 1 electron. Helium, 2 protons in the nucleus, 2 electrons. Lithium, 3 protons in the nucleus. And if you just had one single lithium atom, it would have 3 electrons surrounding it. So there's a whole range of chemical elements. And chemists actually use symbols to tell us about the chemical elements, and it'll also tell us a little bit about the structure of the atoms of those elements. So I've got an example over here, and this is an example of sodium. So Na is the symbol for sodium. So this is sodium. And each chemical element has got a symbol associated with it. So hydrogen is H, carbon is C, oxygen is O, nitrogen is N, gold is Au, sodium is Na. So there's always a symbol to do with the chemical element. And there's also a couple of numbers associated with chemical elements. The first of these is the atomic number. So for sodium, the atomic number is 11. And this means that all sodium atoms have got 11 protons in their nucleus. So if you're an atom and you've got 6 protons in your nucleus, then your atomic number is 6, and you'd in fact be carbon. And generally speaking, atoms have got the same number of electrons as they do have protons if it is a neutral atom, so if it doesn't have a charge. So the same number of positive charges, protons, and the same number of negative charges, electrons, if it's a neutral atom. So often the atomic number will be able to tell us how many electrons there are too. But certainly the atomic number is the number of protons, and then the mass number up here is actually the number of protons plus the number of neutrons added together. So in this example, I know just by looking at the atomic number that sodium's got 11 protons, and I know it's got 23 protons plus neutrons. So if I take the protons away from the number of protons and neutrons, that will tell me that this atom, or atoms of sodium, have got 12 neutrons in them. So these symbols here, the symbol and these numbers, they're found with lots and lots of elements, and they tell us a lot about the atoms of the element. A really quick other example over here, I've got helium. So helium, again, it's got an atomic number of 2. So that tells me that it's got 2 protons in the nucleus. It's got a mass number of 4. So that tells me that there are 4 protons and neutrons in the nucleus. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. So therefore it's got 2 protons and 2 neutrons. So this is the mass number, is the number of protons and neutrons, and the atomic number here is the number of protons. And that tells us an awful lot about the chemical elements which are found in the universe.